Alright, so how do you identify what your career goals are? I personally think that figuring out what they are by understanding who you are as an individual is a great place to start. So let's do that. Every single person is really unique in who they are and how they see the world, so getting to understand your unique place in the world and what you stand for serves as a great framework in figuring out where you want to go in your career before you get to any of the tech. Here's some questions to help you think about all of this. What do you want in life? What do you love doing? What do you enjoy? And what matters to you? Now, stop and think about this for a second. It really helps to articulate your answers here, so try writing it down or saying it out loud. It'll give some tangibility to what you're feeling and maybe even make you realize something about yourself you hadn't previously. Cool, so now that we got to know ourselves a little better, maybe you're starting to think, okay, this is who I am. Now, how do I connect that to what my career goals should be? Well, I think the answer for that kind of lies in those three questions. What do you want in life? What do you love doing? And what matters to you? The answers to these questions will serve as your North Star. You can even summarize it into what could be your career mission statement. All tech companies have something like this actually that helps guide their direction towards achieving something spectacular. For instance, Facebook's mission is to connect the world together. So I'm basically taking that framework and applying it to your own professional life. A good career mission statement will help you make quick decisions on things like which company to work for, what kind of role you want to be in, or even what city you want to live in. It'll help you figure out what you have to do in the short term to get to where you need to go. Having these short-term achievable goals are ultimately there to help you achieve your mission. Now, just to provide some examples here, since examples are always really useful, the mission statement I had when I first started working was to do work that helps people. Simple as that. So my first job as a software engineer was to make financial software that helps people fill out their tax forms. I chose to join a team with people who had been in the industry for a while who I could learn from so that I could improve my skills so that I could use my own powers to help others. You don't need to come up with an answer to what your mission and career goals are in a day. You are a human being who's changing all the time, so naturally your mission and career goals are going to be ever-changing and amorphous. As time goes on, you'll also be able to refine it further and even pivot if you realize something you hadn't considered before becomes more important. What I think is most important in deciding what your mission and goals are is to stay true to yourself. What feels you? What are your goals versus what are other people's goals for you? These are important questions to ask yourself, as goals that are truest to your authentic self are going to motivate you and make you feel so fulfilled when you achieve them. In the next video, we'll talk about some tips on how to achieve the goals that you've identified.